Premiere. This ain't new, we fucking played this. It was pretty good though. Full release.
Welcome back, everybody. You guys just saw Alien Hominid Invasion and Brotato. The full release, the 1.0 release of Brotato, is coming on June 23rd. So you want to make sure to check those out on Steam, wishlist them. Alien Hominid, that's old from Newgrounds. It's like pretty cool. You know, I'm an old internet guy, right? So seeing that was like kind of sick, getting that in the show. But next up, we're going to go into some adventure games. So we're going to kick it off with a single-player survival horror from Santa Ragioni called SterlingLion.
Right back to him. What the fuck is this game about? SterlingLion.
Okay, that creeped me out, which is exactly what it's supposed to do. Our next game is from Fervor Games. It's from Fervor Games. Also, make sure to go wishlist. Make sure to go wishlist that game. All the games in today's show, you guys can go on Steam, add them to your wish list. You guys can even buy some of them. Some of them are out now, but make sure to add them all to your wish lists. Our next game is a monster catching game. You can train them up. You can level them up. It's from Fervor Games, and it's called Creature Keeper.
Get. Gotta catch them all.
Don't smash it.
That was a cute, cozy game, Creature Keeper. Make sure to add that to your Steam wishlist right now. And we can actually find out a little bit more about it because I think we got Asvin here with a dev interview.
Yeah, we're going to be interviewing the developer, and honestly, I'd like him to introduce himself because I think I'm going to mispronounce his name. But anyway, I'd like to ask him a little bit about kind of what's going on with that game, kind of where they're coming from, and everything like that. So whenever he's ready, I'm ready to go. So yeah. Hey, what's going on, man? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Trailer was awesome. And hey, I'm Fervier from Fervier Games. I'm basically a one-man studio and working with Graffiti Games as the publisher. And we got like a couple of contractors, and yeah, that's my game.
So you just started this game all by yourself. What gave you the idea to make a game this way? What was like your inspiration for this game?
So Creature Keeper has kind of just been
Pokemon!
like my game that I've like sandboxed through. Like I started off as a hobbyist, and Creature Keeper's kind of just been this prototype game that has grown alongside me through all these years. And I started off as a hobbyist, didn't really know anything, no programming or no art, nothing, and I kind of just got into game development. And
why are they not showing
fell in love with every aspect of it? And
the actual
the one thing that
camera
attracted me the most was just gameplay. So, you know, I was just working on all these creatures, all these items, all these weapons and stuff, and like eventually, like through lots of prototyping and failed prototypes as well,
That's part of the process.
Came across the idea. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I came across this idea of just like literally flipping a 0 to a 1, and then you're able to just have creatures on your team. And you know, it's cool because all the all the stuff I've been working on
because they're looking at
like
another direction.
AI and stuff.
The
It's
people
like,
sitting there.
now that they're on your team, like any
this is
creatures
just a
that I
green
make that
screen
are like
they
fun
have,
to
right?
fight against are also fun to fight alongside.
So you started designing the game to kill the creatures, and then you maybe thought, hey, maybe this would be an interesting idea. Maybe we could not kill them and actually just make friends with them instead. Is that pretty much what you're saying?
Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. Like my goal with Creature Keeper like ended up being like, how do we make the creatures the stars of the game?
All right.
Like it's as you said, you know, like just every game is like you're fighting monsters, but in Creature Keeper you're befriending creatures.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really interesting concept. I mean, seeing the graphics and everything, it definitely reminds me of a lot of the games that I grew up with. So I'm really excited to see where you take the game, and thank you very much for coming on and talking about the game. Again, the game is Creature Keeper, and it is going to be available on Steam at some point, and you can add it to your wish list now. So I'll take it back over to S-Fan, and we'll continue the show.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and tell you guys about our next game. That was great. Our next game is from Valhalla Cats, and it's actually called, well, let me tell you a little bit about it first. It's a narrative-driven platformer that kind of channels the classic 80s, 90s animation style. It's really cool. I loved it. Check it out. It's called Stars in the Trash.
You fucking what, mate?
There it is, guys. Stars in the Trash, which is the name of the game, not a nickname for live streamers. But yeah, Stars in the Trash, you guys want to check it out, get it on Steam, wish-listed on Steam right now. And I'm going to throw it up to our Variety Gaming panel to discuss. Nick, what'd you guys think up there?
Yes, fan, we thought, it was awesome. But before we get into these adventure games, I got something cool to say, okay? We are giving away 3 Voyager Creator Elites PCs with Starforge. So you got to make sure that you guys enter that. We are also giving away merch, $100 vouchers, plus gamer sub stuff, a Razer chair. You can see it right there on the screen. So make sure you guys enter this super awesome giveaway.
Super giveaway,
which is great and awesome. So there you go. There should be some instructions how to enter that in the chat, things like that on Twitter, etc. So yeah, awesome. So I think we're ready to get into the adventure games. Chance, how you feeling?
I felt great, if we can get some B-roll of a first game here, Saturnalia.
Yeah.
That, I love horror games. I'm a big fan of horror games, and I love it when I see a horror game take a crazy twist and just get kind of crazy with it. That game, with all those different perspectives, we've got third person, I saw some top down, the color changes and just the ridiculousness of the horror aura and take that they're throwing into it. I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, an interesting aspect about this game, Chance, that I read up on it. Actually, when you lose all of your characters, the roads change. So things change depending on whether or not you lose, which I'm sure you do a lot of, and you're going to be experienced on. So that's pretty, I don't know, should I say Pog Champion?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. I'm going to be adding that one to my wish list.
So all your characters die and the roads change. What does that mean, Seer?
Well, you'd have to play to find out, which is what I'm going to be doing. So,
but yeah, you're
thanks for asking.
You're looking here at the game. I like the animations. I like that. I guess is that hand drawn? I have no idea. It's very unique. I haven't really seen anything that looks like that before. And I'm excited to get my hands on it and just kind of see how it plays. It's really unique.
Cool. Yeah, I personally get really scared with scary games, so it's going to be something.
It shows, Nick. It shows.
Well, you know what? Yeah, Seer, how do you feel about Creature Keeper?
Okay, so Creature Keeper, one-man studio game, looks great, got good nostalgia. You cook yummy food, crafting trinkets, you got power-ups, you got a pocket garden that stores all your information. I'm excited to see endgame in that. What happens after level 50?
Oh, the endgame. Okay.
Yeah. So
we got to talk with the dev, and which was pretty cool to see that he's sort of a one-man team with some contracting on the side here and there. But overall, you first look at it, it looks cute, it looks cozy. But looking at it a little bit closer, it's more than just capturing creatures. I saw a boomerang weapon. There it is, the boomerang weapon.
That's my favorite weapon.
Okay. There's caves for you to explore. I saw some chest loot. I think I saw a talent system. You got, of course, the pet management that comes with the creatures. This game has a lot to it, but it's also that really nice indie pixel art style that seems to do well with pretty much every game that goes with it when it's done right. This game seems to have done it right.
And this one looks like ass, focuses on befriending beasts and making friends, something that I need more of. Yeah, as a lonely guy, this is going to be perfect for me. So I'm definitely going to be adding that to my wish list.
Yeah, absolutely. I think being able to, make friends in game is super important to a lot of people because friends are super important. We got to make sure that we, find them in any way that we can.
I consider you a really good friend.
I don't even like you after you said about me earlier, but either way. So
don't touch me.
Stars in the Trash, Chance.
Stars in the Trash, so that's the, let's get some B-roll of Stars in the Trash here. That was the cat game, and we saw with Stray, I'm pretty sure it got some type of Game of the Year for something.
This game reminds me of some other game.
Yeah. And you can tell the devs of this game have cats.
Like the style they
highlighting
use.
all the different things that cats like to do.
I want to say Super Nintendo, but
they
it's
probably
like
even got their own cats to voice act.
just
I'm
too
sure a lot of
old.
people's cats at home were freaking out.
A little bit of meow, like, meow, I'm a cat, control me.
Wait, try that one more time.
I'm a narrative-driven platformer.
Try that again.
What does the cat sound like?
Meow. Meow. Hey, listen. I wonder if there's a skill tree in endgame in this game, because if there is, I want to see what that cat can unlock at the end.
There's not going to be a skill tree in this.
You got a dog with wheelbarrow legs. You got.
You do not. Okay, you're going to talk about a skill tree. Okay, let's move on.
All right.
But they've got great characters. We saw the dog with wheels that looked fun. It reminded me a lot of the movie Homeward Bound.
Yep.
So a nice game with a story kind of driven like that. With
you got puzzles.
A lot of puzzles and that adorable animation.
Watercolor painting. It just looks great. I would love to play that game with you.
It's a single-player game.
Oh.
You guys can play on the couch together or something.
I'm relatively sure it's a single-player game, but I mean, the art style is clearly very nice. But let's wrap this the fuck up.
Okay.
Meow.
Okay. All right. Chat.
Meow.
Chat. You guys right now can vote for your favorite game in Discord, in the OTK Network Discord, in the Expo voting channel. Make sure that you guys do that right now. You can figure out your way how to get in there. I'm sure you guys have been there. Just go find it, go vote, okay? And before we go to a quick break, check out the Spirit of the Samurai game trailer right now.
I'm going to tell you a story about 3 extraordinary spirits united to face the darkness.
Same one game.
Incredible warriors defying fate and even death.
I like how these sellout streamers are advertising for games they would never ever play in a million years. I'm sure they aren't reading from pre-written scripts.
Definitely are not reading pre-written scripts. Because that guy would be fired a long time ago. And watch this too. Same game as I did not get sponsored to watch this one. I was expecting some new releases that weren't on the Future Game Award show, but they are showing all the same games.
Welcome back, guys. You guys just saw Rekka. Make sure to add it to your Steam wish list right now. And we're going to get into some strategy games. Our first game for strategy is from Ring Lab, and it's a game that you can go and you can build colonies on a forgotten moon, and it's called Scorchlands.
Ah, that popcorn was so salty. I need some more water, man.
Guys, you can get Scorchlands on Steam now, so make sure to go check it out on Steam. Our next game is from Code 351, and it's a game where you're on the You're on the mean streets of Earth's last city. Got tongue-tied a little bit there. But that game is called the Project Haven.
Alrighty, boys and girls. This is our first proper gig since the breakup. Rex doesn't think we'll make it on our own. That we'll go crawling back with our tails between our legs. Fuck that. We're steel dragons now. We don't crawl for anyone.
Steel Dragons. Vive XCOM. Miss.
You guys can add Project Haven on Steam now to your wish list. And there's actually a closed beta sign up that's going to be available very, very soon. So make sure to check out Project Haven. It kind of has that feeling of the old XCOM or Silent Storm style of games. So that one looks really, really cool to me. I'm very excited about that. Our next game that we're going to show you guys is from Hippo Rider Games, and it's a single-player roguelike auto battler. And that game's called The Soul Walkers.
Okay. What the fuck? Isn't this TFT? Literally. Wow. No shame in any of those things. Fucking UI item. Didn't they have a character called Camellia in TFT 2? Just straight up steal a name or something like it. Camille or something. Yeah, Camille.
You guys can add the Soul Walkers to your Steam wishlist now. Make sure to check it out. Make sure to add it to your Steam wishlist. Again, like I said earlier, just like all these games, check it out on Steam. You can buy some of them already, but all of them, make sure to add them to your wish lists. On that note, let's go ahead and take it up to our Variety Gaming panel. We're going to take it back to them to discuss the game a little bit. Nick, how's it going?
It is going great. Once again, S-Fan, thank you. But before we get into talking about these strategy games, I got something else cool to talk about, guys.
Do you?
OTK merch.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Let's talk about
merch is on sale right now. As you can see, we are wearing some of them right in studio, but here they are on the screen. Check it out. All these new designs, they are awesome. They are fresh. You know, if you want to look like super cool like Sia or great like Chance, that's the way to do it.
We talked about it. We thought about wearing suits to this, but instead we decided to wear our...
We did.
If I could jump into the excuse to wear a suit, I would, but I chose this. It just looks so good. How do we get it again? Because I want to get more of this.
You can go to the website. You can buy it there, otknetwork.com.
Dude,
isn't that awesome?
Thank you so much for that info.
That is
really
amazing. But hey,
appreciate it.
Let's get into the games.
Absolutely.
Yes. Let's talk about them. How you feel?
Well, the first game on that list was Scorchlands, and at first look, it made me immediately think of a game called Dorfromantik, which I think is also, or potentially showing in this.
I thought that as well.
Dorfromantik, a game I personally love, the top-down hexagon look. Very cozy, very nice game. But then I looked, and it's clearly got a whole different take on it, and it seems like a terrain management game. It's hard to fully know without actually fully playing it, but you also have a character that's running around. I saw a talent tree in there. So it looks like a really fun game to kind of sit back, play on an iPad. Still play it on PC, which I played Dorfromantik on PC, so I'm sure it'll be the same. But just a very different take on it and a whole lot of different aspects.
I agree with everything that you said. I love the fact, well, I did a little bit of research, guys.
Let's hear it.
So you can terraform. You terraform the moon. I love
the
terraforming.
terrain management. It's just a...
Well, terraform sounds cool. Like
it does sound cool.
Guys, this isn't a competition with
you get to build colonies, connect them with lasers, and it does remind me a lot of Dwarf Romantic as well. And I played a lot of that, and I beat a lot of that.
At first look, it looks like Dwarf Romantic. It is. I think it's very
but
different.
This is
it is very different. But you're right. Colony management, terrain management. I see higher levels. I see like canyons.
Are you good at that kind of stuff?
No, I'm terrible at that game. But
you're terrible at a lot of games.
Dude, stop. It's not the place for it. But very excited for Scorched Lands and happy to see it.
Okay, let's talk about Project Haven. Your thoughts?
So Project Haven is, I've personally never played XCOM. It's a game I've wanted to at least try, but it does remind me a lot of that. But the key difference that I saw was instead of just telling you a percentage about whether you're going to miss or land a shot, it actually zooms you into first person, and you have that hip fire circle, so you get to feel whether you're going to miss or land a hit. And I thought that was a really cool take on it. And I know these kind of games are hard to do. So you really got to actually take in your environment and whether you actually have line of sight on someone, and it's very accurate with that zoom in. And I thought that was really cool.
You got an arsenal of guns. You can customize the guns. Yeah, that's the thing about squad tactics games. You know, you get all of that, and you get it all 1 to 4 players. A lot of line of sight going on there. And Chance, I'm thinking I would love to be on your squad of 4. You know, I think we could chill till like 2, 6 in the morning.
And you see, there's the zoom-in perspective. Yep. You can kind of see that circle. You can see your actual accuracy. A lot of the environment seems to be interactable, too. I saw them push a dumpster. So it just looks like a really fun, tactical turn-based shooter, which are very hard to pull off. And this game seems to have done it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. We have one more game to talk about.
This is my hard to talk about.
I'm not going to beat around the bush on the Soul Walkers. It looks a lot like TFT. And keep in mind, that is a compliment in itself, but they're going for a roguelike take on it, which seems really fun. I'm curious to see how they do the balancing. Because I saw a boss fight in there. You see the PvE, how does the difficulty? I see a Slay the Spire-esque kind of pathway choosing to pick from. A lot of roguelikes like to do that. So I'm curious to see how those games go into play out, but I mean, I don't know a lot of games that have done a single-player auto-battler like this before.
I think this is going to be fun. I'm going to crack this open. It's an auto-battler, and it's combined with a roguelike, so you get to choose your upgrade, select it, hope it works out. Boom, auto-battle. Let it play out. I'm just going to chill. We'll be hanging out like we always do,
all the
playing
time.
video games.
Yeah, we love that.
All right, well, I think I'm going to be really good at that game.
I don't think so.
Okay, you know what? Whatever. We're not going to talk about that. Okay, chat, again, it is your turn, guys. Go into OTK Network's Discord and vote for your favorite game in the Expo channel. Okay, you guys have a say. It's awesome. Make sure you go in there and vote your opinion.
Let's forget. I think for 2 years, man. Forsen N, Forsen Fist.
Let's check out Katamon, Hyper, Auto Battlers, and make sure to add it to your Steam wishlist as well.
Welcome back. Is this the fucking animal? Super Animal? Or is this a clone of Super Animal? Or whatever the fuck it was called. Autopets, that's what it's called. Super Autopets, oh. A lot of clones, huh? Should have patented it when I had the chance.
Even gods need a way to pass the time, but they have grown bored of the same old games. It was time for something new, and that's how it all began, as a simple game of cards. These cards were land, upon which you would build settlements for your followers, placing trees and stone for them to craft the tools they would need. Defend your shrine, answer the prayers of your followers, save these doomed isles, and you shall prove yourself a worthy victor. And so the game began. Would any of them rise above their adversaries and take their place at the head of the Pantheon? Find out for yourself when the game comes to Steam Early Access this September.
That's me in the background.
Guys, you just saw these doomed isles. Make sure to add that to your Steam wishlist. And again, just like every other game, wishlist, wishlist, wishlist. There's probably a wishlist counter on several streams right now. I don't know, probably Forsens or somebody else's. I know Forsen's probably jumping for joy constantly this whole time. But we're gonna go to our next segment, and that's gonna be platformers. Our first game is from Cray Spirit. It's a Metroidvania game with bullet hell mechanics. There's some buzzwords for you guys. Is buzzword a buzzword at this point? I don't even know. It is? Okay. So anyway, our first game is Tevi. T-E-V-I, Tevi. Check it out.
TV. Oh boy. Well, this looks like a game for chat. Looks kinda hard.
All right, that was Tevi. Make sure to check that out on Steam. Add that to your wish list as well. Add Tevi on your Steam wish list. Our next game coming up is from Purple Ray Studio, and it's a couch co-op 3D platformer, and it's called Bodhi Byteland Overclocked. Check it out.
Guitar Hero.
Thanks, Stan. Yes, I'm jumping for joy because I have a big announcement. I'm joining the OTK network. I will start streaming with other OTK streamers as soon as I beat the Yozuru's record. I'm excited about the future. Thank you.
Wish list now, guys. Make sure to add that to your Steam wish list.
Real.
Again, that was Bodhi Byteland Overclocked is the name of the game. And our next game coming up is actually from a studio called Team Ugly, which was our first name for OTK before we decided to go with something else. And that game is called Ugly.
Classic. Remind me a little bit of Horus, I don't know why. I think it's pretty good looking. Dire painting for the 3 years, man. Enjoy the badge. Forsen i veckan Trepsen var gifted.
All right,
Welcome
that was
back,
Ugly.
welcome.
And if you guys want, you guys can add that to your Steam wishlist now as well. We're going to go ahead and swing it on over to Asmon, who is actually about to do an interview with the producer for Ugly.
So I have to do the interview for the game called Ugly? What a coincidence. Yeah. All right. Well, I kind of feel like kind of a jackass because their name is Team Ugly, but I'd like to welcome Rita Fortuny to the show. Thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it. How you doing?
You're welcome. I'm very happy to be here and also very excited. Well, the fact is that I don't know if this is excitement or maybe anxiety, but the fact is that I'm very happy here.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the game, I mean, I have to say, like, for me, I would understand, like, what my, what my inspiration for making a game like this would be. But I was actually curious what drove your team to make Ugly and, you know, what inspired you to make the game?
Yeah, sure. I think that one part that we have in common is that we have a lot of ugliness inside of our hearts. We are like 10 people, more or less, and we met in a co-working space. And the idea started
I got no ugly
develop
parts
like
in
10
me.
years ago in the hand of Gerard Singerlin,
I'm beautiful
writing
all
his
around.
ideas in a very sad napkin in the saddest bars from Barcelona. So the idea come up from the innovative mechanic, which is a mirror that needs to reflect the main character. And from this mechanic, it comes up all the imaginary, all the narrative, and all the stuff surrounding.
Wow. I mean, yeah, I think that the narrative of the game and the way that it's designed, and especially like I really like the art style of the game because it's really interesting whenever you see a type of game that really kind of takes an idea that's so unique, and especially like an aesthetic that is, you know, very intentionally, you know, not necessarily pleasing, and they make an art style that's really impressive. So I really like that as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. The fact is that as I'm the producer, I am also quite sad because it's quite expensive to make this kind of art because we don't, I don't know, I think that we are silly because we don't reuse
I would think it's even
assets,
more expensive
because,
to
like,
be on
every
this
pixel is
show.
unique in its level. We try to make the opposite of the narrative, which is very ugly.
Okay, so yeah, you make a very beautiful game called Ugly. Is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
Thank you so much.
Great. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show. I really appreciate it. And again, you can add
It's free?
Ugly to your wish list on Steam. So thank you very much, Rita.
How are they picked?
Bye-bye, thank you so much.
And anyway, before we go ahead and we talk about the different games, I would like to remind you all again that we do have the 20 mech PCs from Starforge for sale. They are going on, I think they're being on sale now, and as well, there's a 5% discount coupon today for anything on StarforgeSystems.com. But now that we've seen the platformer games, Mizkif, which one reminds you the most of Jump King?
The answer is all of them, Asmon. They all remind me of Jump King.
Really?
I think that they are great platformers, but the game that I'm very excited about first is honestly the game Tevi. This, to me, is exactly what the Game Expo is all about.
Yeah.
Tevi, you know, it obviously looks like a little bit of Maple Story mixed with Jump King. I think we all can agree with that, with a little bit of anime girls. But
it wasn't a little bit. I actually paid attention to every single character. I don't think a single one of the characters didn't either have cat ears or bunny ears.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we need at the Game Expo. This is a perfect game. It fits in perfectly with, you know, audiences like Tectones. And what I love about it is the juggling and dash mechanics that go with it. It looks very swift, which is really hard to do for some of these games. It just looks fantastic. Emmy, what do you think?
This game has a lot of things that I like. I like when games have the
Haha, we said the name Forsen, haha, aren't we cool? Haha, rapist panda. By the way, haha, sexual assault cover up. Haha, join our Discord. We won't groom you. Haha, OT. Okay, by the way, haha.
The attack combos look really satisfying as well.
Let's try
and when
on
I watched the trailer, I was like, oh, this looks
Well,
nice. And then they added the
called that,
anime girls, and I was like, wow, beautiful.
Yeah, it just got better and better.
Exactly. So it was a nice surprise.
Super cute.
Yes.
One other thing that's really good about this game that it's very hard to get as an indie developer is the music. I think the music in this game, to me, you could see this out of straight up a AAA studio. It's beautiful music. I saw the chat was loving it before as well. And honestly, for this side scroll, I think it'd be a fantastic platform.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is the first time that I've ever seen a Metroidvania-type platformer game that, like, I mean, most of these really are catered towards about 30-year-old men that are into, you know, the old games that they have whenever they're growing up, and so it's interesting to see a completely new perspective on it. However, I'd like to talk also about the second game here,
It's
Body
still the 30-year-old
Byland
men.
Overclocked. I kind of like the idea of it. Originally, it
Playing
reminded
this.
me a lot of kind of like Fall Guys with like the different jump mechanics where you're able to go to different areas and, you know, interact with other players. And I thought this game looked really, really nice. I think that's one thing that really impressed me about it a lot is like the fluidity of gameplay that it had. And that's something that, to me, is like a S-tier value. It's the most important thing.
Yeah. Very difficult to do in these type of platformers is to actually have a world that not only feels
Hey, don't look
open,
at
but
me.
has a lot
I'm
of things
almost
to
40.
do. And one thing I would say about this game is there's a lot to do. There's a lot of content throughout it. There's very little downtime in this game, which is great. And overall, the puzzles look really exciting, and I'm excited to play it. It reminds me a lot of one of my favorite platformers, Mario 64.
I really like the worlds that they're in. The platforms, they're very responsive. It's very interactive and engaging. Like, it's just fun to watch. You can see when you jump on things, there's things exploding everywhere, colors, all the projectiles. It's just very beautiful. It looks like a chaotic and fun game.
I think it's nice that they were able to showcase a 3D platformer game, so you get to see all different movement styles, and I agree with what you guys both said. I think this is really what the Game Expo is all about.
Asmon, does this remind you of like a little Ratchet and Clank?
Yeah, I mean, like, well, back in the day, I used to play that all the time. Like, yeah, those original, like, PS1 and PS2 games, oh my god, yeah, they were some of my favorites. So I really like this one a lot. And the last one, I guess, you know, again, I feel like I should probably be the one to start this discussion. Ugly. Very interesting game. I'll be honest, the first time that I saw it, it really caught my attention, especially in terms of, like, its style and just, like, the, it had, like, this, like, type of melancholy ambience to it, and then to talk to the producer and have them, you know, explain how they just made pretty much everything from scratch and they don't just reuse a lot of assets. I mean, I don't know, I've been playing a lot of AAA games recently and they don't even do that.
Yeah, this game to me, I think it's just a beautiful puzzle game. I'm very excited about it. Tips actually wrote in my notes that this game is a story about Mizkif's CX lore, which is very interesting for Tips to say. But the art in this game looks beautiful. I think we all can agree it's something that stands out throughout this entire expo. And I just love the horror atmosphere that it brings. It's really beautiful, and it's honestly very...
Miz, those are your notes? What? Tips wrote in your notes that?
Yeah. Just wrote in my notes. Emmy, what do you think? Weird.
I love games like this that don't tell you the story. You just see it and figure it out as you go. Visual storytelling, I really appreciate games that do that. I find them really enjoyable to play. I really like the creative
then they are
problem solving
telling
that
you
you
the
can
story.
see there's some kind of like reflection mechanic. I think that's super cool. And the hand-drawn animation, especially on the bosses, it's really fluid and brings them to life. It's just gorgeous. Well, I mean, it's ugly, but it's gorgeous.
Yes, I got chills watching the trailer. Like, I would definitely want to play this game. It just looks really, really interesting, and I can't wait to see what it's more about.
Yeah, I really like the whole style of it, and just honestly the name of the game with the dude with the big nose. I don't know. I just think it's really funny. I'm gonna be real. So I liked it a lot. And guys, again, if you like any of these games and you want to vote for which game is going to win $25,000, head on over to discord.gg/OTK network, and you're going to be able to vote on the game that you guys like the most. So before we go to a quick break, I'd like to introduce you guys to the next game, Towers of Thana.
I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, 100%. Welcome back, guys. That was Wandering Village. You guys can get Wandering Village on Steam now for 20% off. So, going on to our next segment, you know, there's a lot of times where, you know, you get the crew together, you got your friends here with you, and you got a whole nother segment coming up called Party Games. Guys? Okay, well, it's okay, because sometimes people don't
Options,
show up at the
video
party,
settings,
and,
render,
it's okay, it's gonna be
render,
good
distance
because
game is
some of these
frozen,
games
lull
are
options,
online
video
party games
settings,
too.
render, distance
next
game
game
is
from Hack
frozen,
Games,
lull, heavy,
King of the
FOD, slider 90, banning radicals. Generating God Seed, generating God Seed, generating God Seed. Generated Dream Seed Tier 3.
They're just generating God, man.
An outlier, one who just might buy it. Buy the game.
King of the Hat. Sorry, did we not play this game?
Spicy plays. Party chaos.
No, I think we saw another trailer for this 1 year ago.
Arcade mode. Hey, gold. In one.
A double hat.
More to come. But for now, it's out on Steam Early Access of the Hat. Washing Machine Junior's here.
All right, guys, that was King of the Hat. It's available on Steam Early Access right now if you guys want to check it out. Our next game coming up is from Bite Parrot, and it's a fun snowboarding game. I was a huge fan of SX Tricky growing up, so this next game might appeal to some of you guys who are into that sort of thing. Slope Crashers.
Looks playable because it's online. Where's my pen?
All right, so our guys are gonna play a game of Slope Crashers right now on the couch. So, Asmon, you wanna go ahead and lead them?
Yeah, I mean, whenever we're ready to go, I'm ready to play. I'm gonna be honest, the last time I played a game like this, I was about 11 or 12, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna show. So I'm a little bit nervous, but you know, I think we're ready to play, and we did one test run, and I just completely embarrassed myself. I'm gonna be totally honest. Like, I actually, it was so bad that I was losing so bad, I actually claimed that I was one of the other players because I didn't want to acknowledge how bad I really was. So yeah, that's the position that we're in. And again, guys, you can add this to your wish list on Steam. But in just a couple minutes here, we're actually going to get into the game and actually play it ourselves. You guys excited?
Yeah, it looks cute.
I'm very excited. This game is super fun.
Who actually, who won last time?
It was probably me.
No, actually, it was me.
Well, I mean, I don't know about that.
It was literally me, but all right.
Let the record be shown that you're playing the best character, and I just feel like that's kind of ridiculous, and I'm playing the worst. So if I win, you should be very embarrassed.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Good.
Dick tone.
I'm
done talking shit?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Asmon.
Yeah, okay, all right, cool. So, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, I'll win this time, right? Because I spent a lot of time going the opposite way around the track whenever I was playing, because I just didn't really know anything.
Well, now you know the map, so there's no excuse.
You'll win getting last, Asmon.
We get it.
Yeah, all right, we ready to start this?
Yeah.
Let's start the game, all right.
Next, whenever y'all ready.
Well, let's go ahead and do it. So, basically, I get to be the parrot. Okay, let's see here, and I think that I'm good to go. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're waiting on Lemur here, player 4. It's probably extra ammo. Did you press the A button?
You the Lemur?
There it is.
Sorry. Oh, yay! Let's get into it.
All right.
Hey, so before you guys get started real quick.
Yeah.
Go ahead. This is actually a demo for the game that is available right now, chat. You guys can go and you guys can check out the demo right now, and they're going to get it loaded up right here.
It's also a demo?
Boy. All right, here we go.
Who's the
I
cutest?
love demos.
Yo,
Me.
Press A, Asmon.
Sure.
There you go. Press it again. Let's go.
Woo!
Okay.
Asmon, just don't lose to the bots, and it's fine.
No, watch, bro. Like, I'm gonna pop off.
Winner gets $1,000, right?
No, that's not true. Unless I win, then it's 2,000.
I'm doing sick combos. Whee!
I'm just pressing buttons.
Bro, I think it's rigged. I think the game's rigged.
8th place? Oh,
no.
hilarious.
Wait, how? I thought there was only 4 people. How am I in 8th place?
How's it look back there?
Because there's bots.
Where am I going?
Whee!
Down the hill.
How am I I want to be able to fly.
Bro.
Dude, Asmon, you're getting railed by bots, man.
Wait, who?
No, I'm not. I'm beating one of them.
Oh, no.
I'm beating one of the bots. No, never mind.
No, you are now. You are now.
Okay,
It's like
all
watching your
No,
parent play.
We're good. See, like, back whenever I used to play, this is where I would unplug other people's controller.
Dude, this reminds me of Easy Peak. Y'all remember that level in Banjo?
Okay, thank God I go through that tree.
What's that?
Why is he spamming the jump button as he keeps the speed up?
Okay, so who's bottom right?
Actually triggering. Not gonna lie.
I'm bottom right. Is that bad?
Man, this guy's crazy.
Oh, I just pooped some stones.
Here we go. It's over.
Ew.
Am I winning?
Mud on the ground.
Nah, but whoever's in top left is probably super smart and really good at this game.
And probably really handsome.
Oh, did you play this off screen, man? Are you kidding me?
No, dude, I guarantee you Tectone played this for like 8 hours off.
I guarantee you.
I guarantee you. And dude, check his Steam profile. I know Tectone, this guy, dude. I swear, dude.
What do you mean?
100%, dude.
No?
100% chance this guy went.
It's God-given natural talent, baby. I'm a gamer.
Unbelievable, dude.
I don't even know what I'm doing. I threw a snowman at somebody? Wait, I think the snowman hit me. I hit myself with my own attack.
That's impressive.
At least I'm not in 8th. Like Asmon.
I agree.
Links died for this hour.
Guys, I'm about to.
I'm sorry, I'm just hypnotized by
I'm gonna come back real quick. Watch.
Asmon Gold's playing. Like a big ass fucking boost in the middle of his screen. Like keeps jumping.
The map is.
Like, has he ever played a game that's not one of
You guys still playing or
in
what's
his
going on?
entire life?
Oh, that's crazy.
What the fuck?
No, I'm on my way.
Why are there bees attacking me?
Yeah, it's real crazy, right, Tectone?
Oh, yeah. Oh, what's going on, huh?
No! Oh my god, Aspen almost beat me.
Wait, I finished it. I beat it.
Oh, let's go, dude.
I finished it.
Whoa.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. That didn't even happen last time. I'm gonna be totally honest. It was so bad that the game eventually just like it said time out or like time over or something like that. Yeah. It's like basically better like next time, idiot. So anyway, yes, please guys make sure to add the game to your wish list, and we'll take it back on over to SFan to continue the party games.
Yeah. Okay, so like Asman said, of course, you guys can add it to your wish list now. There's a demo available. That's what they were just playing. And we do have our next game coming up, which, again, will probably be a game that Tectone practices off stream, just like he clearly did for Slope Crashers. It's from Asafa Guys LLC, and the game is called Asafa Guys.
I get it.
Esophagus.
A little bit like, what is that fucking game called? Mount Your Friends, yes, thank you. But co-op, I guess. Mount Your Friends. Gator Cop, thank you for the sub, Bro Nags, Forsen sub, Derms, and Dad Crows.
Okay,
Derms with the
that
1
was
year
Asafa
Forsen
Guys.
DB.
That was interesting and painful looking.
Boy.
And long as well. That was very long. Guys, you guys can go check out Asafa Guys on Steam and Epic, actually. And you can go to asafaguys.com and check out all your latest neck-worthy news. So yeah, what did you guys think over at the over on the stage, Asman?
Well, I'm gonna have to just take
I'm
a
so
couple
fucking
of
thirsty.
minutes to really
I never
gather my
fucking eat
thoughts
salt,
on
and then I have this
Esophagus.
fucking popcorn
Really
bag.
gotta
Hello,
just
Mr.
and
Force.
really process
I just
everything that I
wanted
just went
to
through.
let you know that there's a streamer that watches you who has scammed a charity to pay for his Tesla car. His name is Eric. Can you and your chat go and report him cause he is a jackass? Also, excuse me, if you are watching, minus 100.
And it has a fat cat. This looks like the kind of game that you would play with your Discord friends over and over again. It looks like a lot of fun.
Sorry, I don't watch others.
I think you can be like a washing
I guess I am
machine
watching
character or
other streamers
something.
now.
I actually never used those.
But
so
I have
now
no
I can
clue.
become what I'm not. Perfect.
Oh wait, no, I get it, right? Because the washing machine, the hat for the washing machine is the dirty laundry.
Oh, that's always piling up on my chair. Yeah.
That's the same thing, but it's like it used to be on the chair and then it was on the bed, then there was so much on the bed and on the
Amen.
chair I had to put it all out into the garage, and it's like now it's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
So also guys, I forgot to mention, I apologize, that we are doing a super giveaway.
Hello, Mr.
That's
Force.
right.
I noticed your
That's
title
right.
says Summer Game Best, but all I can see on the screen is shit. Can you please clarify, is it Summer Games Best or Summer Shit Best? Thanks in advance.
On Twitter right now. There you guys go. It's a super giveaway. Oh yeah, you also get a Razer gaming chair. Those are the ones that I have. Look at that. Yep, you got the link right in the chat. Make sure to follow that. You get one of these new PCs, play some of these new games that we're showing, or some of the new games that you guys are all excited for as well. So please, guys, go ahead and give that a click. Also, so we've got King of the Hat. Very interesting game. I liked it. But we also had the second game, Slope Crashers, which I don't know. I think that at least my controller was rigged. Tectone, what did you think of the game?
Well, as a natural variety gamer, still not understanding why I'm not on the panel up there, but it is what it is. The game just makes sense.
The game gives me the vibes of a game that Mizkif would play for 1,000 hours off stream, then invite his friends over, and then if his friends won, then he would be upset and then cry and then quit the game and say that they're bad people and never invite him on stream again. But I feel like the game is a very good modern take on the, you know, casual party racer, and I think it's pretty dang good, Asman.
I definitely agree. What do you guys think? Did you guys enjoy playing it?
Yeah, I enjoyed playing it, and the racing actually isn't the only mode in the game. There's also a stunt mode where you can do flips and stuff and accrue points, and that one's pretty fun too. I wish we got to try that one as well, but people can try that themselves if they would like. It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah, looking at this trailer, it makes me want to practice the game and try to do some cool flips like they're doing, because I was just wiggling left and right, but I feel like this game has a lot of replayability for me, so it was really fun to play.
Yeah, it looks like another game that Mizkif would probably have a worse PB than Lucario.
You're right.
Man, the one time he's not on the stage, you just got to get them all out, huh? Is that right? Okay, all right, yeah, I see how it is. All right, well, we have one more game, and this last one, Safa. So, basically,
wow.
Pretty much like, so what I was, because like, I guess so.
You okay?
Well, I mean, like, you're like one of.
Yeah, it's like Mount Your Friends, but even creepier.
Because they have like the long.
Look how wiggly.
Yeah.
I like how wiggle.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
What?
So.
I think it's interesting that this game you have to
What
work
the fuck is
together
happening?
rather than versus each other, so you kind of have to go towards a common goal with your very long necks. It's very nice.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on, but I'm definitely uncomfortable when I watch it.
Yeah, when I get the Discord gang together, when we're playing a party game, I want to be laughing until my stomach hurts, and this looks like the perfect game for that.
It's really nice of the gaming industry that we don't need to buy NVIDIA RTX 4090. I can run all of these games on the display of my wife's pregnancy test. However, now I don't know if she is pregnant. Maybe a doctor can help to get her pregnant for sure.
And you guys will have your chance to.
Yeah, I was just about to buy a new PC, man.
One of these games, and
But
we
I
also
mean,
have, you know, in this, in today.
Now it's a lot of work, but for what?
We did say that we would have.
What am I buying it
quite
for?
a bit of an announcement.
What am I buying?
And we ready?
Where are we doing it?
Yeah, are we ready? Is it time? Oh, it's time. Go ahead.
World premiere.
First impression that a game makes on the audience is far and away the most important.
I think with game publishing today, what type of things do I dislike about it? I don't know. The fact that like maybe every other game has to come out with an apology DLC about maybe 10 days afterwards of the release.
We've seen plenty of times, especially recently, where games have come out because they need to come out by a certain time and they are not ready.
One of the things I'm not super fond of with publishing today is a lot of creativity is sometimes taken out of the control of the devs and placed into the hands of the publisher.
Game
It's
publishers
pretty predatory how things work between publishers and developers today. A lot of the times, deals are not very equitable for the indie developer.
I think the most important one is being aligned with the vision of what the creators are trying to make.
Mad Mushroom is a publishing company that is going to be a little different from other publishing companies. We made Mad Mushroom to kind of cut out the middleman and really give much better offers to these developers.
One thing that we really want to do with Mad Mushroom is make sure that the creative vision and the overall final destination of the game is what the developers have in mind.
Mad Mushroom, unlike a lot of other publishers, we have access to marketing tools because we are streamers. We can push games organically. We can show the game in a way that's, just people having fun. A lot of marketing feels like a bit detached and it might not catch people's attention.
If you can build an authentic relationship with your players and with the community through the creators, it's critical.
But beyond that, we're also looking to provide
Forsen, I never thought I'd say this, but please play Minecraft. I've learned my lesson. Aware. 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 I've learned my lesson. Aware.
Partnership that makes sense for them.
All of us at OTK are gamers at heart. That's why we got into streaming, that's why we got into content creation. And in some cases, it's why we play games every single day.
Risk of Rain 2 is a massive gem, probably my favorite game. Slay the Spire, Hades, Gunfire Reborn, Terraria.
I really like Nintendo games. That's probably my favorite. So I like speedrunning as well.
Whether it's a small one-developer game like Vampire Survivors, or it's something that's massively like a multi-billion-dollar game like World of Warcraft, I like all different types of games on the spectrum.
You know, playing vanilla World of Warcraft, classic World of Warcraft, from years ago to Chrono Trigger, Metal Gear Solid.
Legend of Zelda, pretty much all of them.
So I grew up playing a lot of Warcraft 3, a lot of World of Warcraft.
I've always played a lot of League of Legends. I also like RPG Maker games like Amori and Undertale. I think that they're really cool.
I play these indie games all the time, all day, and I feel like relatability, understanding the space, making sure we're still in touch, understanding the foundation and what can really help an indie game, and what makes an indie game stand out and be better than the others, I think is very important, and we have a very strong understanding of that. Not to mention also getting a streamer's community involved.
I think it's really great to be part of a company that helps indie developers really showcase their game.
When we announced Project Honor at OTK's first Summer Game Expo, we got tens of thousands of new Twitter followers. We had hundreds of new applicants to the studio to work here.
I think most indie game developers are very tight with the community. That's part of what separates them and makes them so great is they do listen, they do take feedback. They don't have 8 different emails they have to go through to make a change. They will make the change.
So it's that direct conduit to the community that makes the relationship between indie devs and content creators so synergistic.
Development process for games and publishing them, I mean, this is a multi-year process, so being able to be there the entire way through and understanding kind of how an audience is going to adapt and react to a game whenever it comes out and see how people will enjoy it and be able to predict that. I think that's a unique insight that we can provide as content creators.
I've been doing it for 15 years, taking lists of games, and I go through and I find what's good and what's not good. And there are some games, especially like the indie games that are not published. My role, I would say, is to find those games and say, hey, this is a gem. This game is amazing. We should get this on a pedestal and let everyone see it.
Developers should work with Mad Mushroom if they're looking to truly collaborate with a publishing partner. It is not publishing of a decade ago or even 5 years ago. You are literally working hand in hand with influencers to figure out how to make your game as enjoyable as possible, not just to play, but also from a content viewing perspective.
One of the things that I love about the Mad Mushroom team so much is that we are an amalgamation of so many different perspectives and experiences and gamers.
I think that really, for me personally, it's such a cool experience right now because it really just feels real.
Ultimately, as lifelong gamers and people that are passionate about this space, we've wanted to get into game development for a long time. Mad Mushroom gives us the opportunity to enter the games industry while at the same time elevating and amplifying the message of hundreds of indie developers.
Without taking away IP or an excessive amount of the revenue that should truly go to who creates the game, the developer.
If you're a developer and you're interested in us publishing your game, you can go to madmushroom.gg.
That is our website. If you want to take a look on there, we have all of the rest of our information. If you're a game developer and you'd like to see your game be a reality,
check it out. We're very passionate and we're very excited about what we're doing here.
Well, it wouldn't be an OTK event if we didn't get a chance to announce a new company. We have Mad Mushroom, our new gaming publishing company. I am extremely excited about this. We've been thinking about this for, I don't know, probably like over a year now. And finally, all the pieces have come into place. They are in order. They're ready to go. And we're going now. And I actually think that, you know, obviously I could sit here and talk about it, and I'm sure I will for many hours in future weeks. But I'd actually like to take it on over to Soda Pop in here, and let's have some of the people from our Mad Mushroom team really tell you
the
about
game
what's really
trailers
going
and
to
stuff
happen
over,
with the company.
Hi guys, Chance here, and I'm joined with an incredible backgrounded team. We've got Mike Silbowitz, Chris Kaliki, and Tips Out, baby. And we are so excited to talk to you guys about what's going on. I'm sure Tips is also just excited. Tips, how do you feel?
Honestly, it's incredible. We've been working on this, as Asmund said, for quite some time. As gamers, we've always wanted to get into game development, and publishing presents an opportunity for us to elevate a lot of indie game devs, just like we do here at the Expo. So I'm super excited. I'm freaking nervous as hell, but you know, we've got some incredible people.
We're all
here.
very nervous.
I know,
This is a very big deal. We've been waiting a long time for this. Go on, sorry.
For sure. But yeah, we just wanted to obviously announce and introduce you guys to some of the incredible individuals working behind the scenes to help make Mad Mushroom what it is. And one of them is a good friend of mine, Mike Silbowitz. I know he might be a new face to you guys in the community, but he's been in the games industry for a long time. So
it's over.
You, Mike.
No, thank you. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Mike Silbowitz. Everyone calls me Sibs. I've been working in video games.
All right. Maybe 2 playable games there. Pretty poor. Overall, the previous one had a few more playable ones, the Future Game Awards. Alright, is there any more E3 today, or... Sorry, Summer Game Fest? No, not today.
Title screen.
Tomorrow it will be Xbox with Starfield Direct and PC Gaming Show. Alright, big day tomorrow. I think I have to go online earlier tomorrow as well, by the way. I'm pretty sure it starts earlier. But until then, let's get some records.